magical world. Heroes are praised. But what defines a true hero?
Nobody cares! This is where things get interesting. So sit down and enjoy the show.
Hey.
Good to be back.
Yeah. Well, we're back again. Gene wasn't here last week, so
no, I was
back.
here.
No,
I was here.
I wasn't here.
Mike that wasn't here.
I wasn't here. I know we're just used to Gene not being here, so
I think that's what it is, and I automatically think that. So my bad, Gene. That's on me.
That's all right.
Sorry.
That's all right.
But I can't, especially with the amount of hours you're working. I got to give you credit. You were here.
Warlock's missing, so we missed.
Yeah, no. Now Warlock's not. He's out of it. It's always something, man.
It's always also a casualty of work. So
yeah.
Listen, it's it's kind of the doldrums this time of year where everybody's just kind of hunkered down working, and Mike's cranking out videos left and right, doing all these things, which we're gonna get into tonight, obviously.
Shoot.
Yeah, listen. I've been checking them out as you post them. I check them out.
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, man. I got.
Oh, so you're the one person that comments all the time.
I'm pretty much the only one that does. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I usually try to maybe be the first one.
I
usually listen. I listen to your stuff on the way to work or something like that. It's easier.
Hey, Nick's in the house. What up, Nick? Go Jets.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Nick, what's over on Jets, Nick?
What up? What up?
Oh, don't start.
Also, real quick, we should mention that. Well, first of all, welcome back, everybody who hasn't seen us in a while. We're happy to be back. But keep in mind too, we have also migrated, so we're kind of streaming from two different YouTube channels right now. We do have a new Diz Nerdy Network channel, so we want to make sure you get to the right channel. But we kind of just shifted over, so we kind of left you guys hanging with the old channel. So now we're on a new channel. It's the same.
And we didn't tell
anybody. We didn't tell anybody. We just did it. It's we kind of ghosted the whole network.
It's the typical way. If we didn't just do crap like out of a whim without even telling anybody, it wouldn't be us, right?
Yeah.
We'll get it sorted. I promise you. It's the same shows, same everything. Nothing changed. We're just changing links, and we didn't kind of tell anybody we were doing it. We just did it.
It's what we do.
I know.
Hi, Ian.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see, got confused with the other channel. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, sorry, Nick. That's our fault.
It's freaking Nick's fault, man. Damn.
I'm sorry.
Listen, Nick's in a bad month right now. Me and Nick have had some bad months.
Is he a Jets fan too?
He's a Jets fan too. So
nice. I mean, I listen. I don't like anybody getting hurt, and I'm sure you've talked to many people about this. But at the same time, the Aaron Rodgers memes and gifs are just freaking hilarious. Poor guy, man. I mean, seriously. Ugh. And it's a thing. I don't know what it is, but it seems the majority, besides Larry David, most people who are Jets fans are Mets fans. And it's the same kind of fanfare all the time. It's like, we've got a great roster. We got everything. We're going to do so great this year. And then heartbreak, it's glutton for punishment.
See, now that's where I'm different. I'm not, and same with Nick. I believe Nick is he's a Jet Yankee fan as I am. So we're not Jet Met fans. We're Jet Yankee fans.
Yeah, but you're also Long Island. So it's like
they're like, listen, we got to have at least one winning team. So let's just stay with the Yankees. That's almost a given.
Well, not this year.
I will say this though. The Jets do have a good roster. They just unfortunately you need somebody to throw the ball. And it's just unfortunate, but it's just the way it is.
Just got a good defense, man. Like you were saying before the show, it's kind of like a waste of a defense right now. Unfortunate.
Yeah. You got running game, you got receivers, you got pretty much a lot of the pieces or a majority of the pieces you need. Yeah, you kind of need a trigger man. And right now, at this point, you're just asking for, and I'm sure Gene will agree with this, bro. Just give me average, and I'll be happy. Yeah. I mean, seriously,
I'll take average.
Forget elite. Just give me somebody average that can actually get some first downs and basic stuff.
Give me just a system quarterback.
I know. Listen, I know this is a Disney show, but it's NFL season. We gotta get this stuff off our chest.
There's a little bit of frustration going. Yeah, I didn't want to go into work today after my.
Well, not for me, but yeah, you. Right now, I'm sitting pretty. I'm good.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks of NFL season, I was great to walk into work. I'm like, oh, look at me. This week, I was like, hey, hi guys.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have a loss in whatever week it is. It might be in week 5 against the Cowboys. I don't know, and I'll be ticked off for a
and
week.
Listen, like I never talk crap before a game, because I'm not playing the game. If I was playing on the field, yeah, I'd be talking crap all the time, like Michael Jordan. But I only talk crap after I win. So it's like, of course, after the Cowboys win, I walk into work and I'm like, oh, yeah, I put everybody else down who lost. And then, of course, I lost this week. And I'm just like, wow, you guys are mean. You guys are so mean. Leave me alone. Like, file the HR problem.
Well, they have to give it. Well, yeah, they got to give you crap when you come in. They're like, yeah.
Of course. Yeah. But, hey, if you want to hear more sports talk, Joey, where can they do that?
You can do it on the Pete McDevitt Show Thursday night. Boy, you got the robot going there. Or the
little wave thing. Like,
that's nice.
That's a cool segment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, Pete McDevitt Show, NFL, Thursday nights, 7 o'clock. Awesome NFL show. Usually you got, that's where we do our pick'ems. We usually go through all that stuff, which, by the way, I'm a little mad at Pete because he hasn't been sending me the picks and I haven't been able to get in that. So right now I'm behind the 8 ball from you guys have already been picking ahead of me. So now I'm not going to have the same records as you guys. And then Tuesday nights, you got mainly Gene and Pete are doing the recaps from the week. So make sure you check that out. I'll be on that sometimes. I know we have other people on there. That's a new show that just started. Should be a lot of fun. Everybody on there knows their stuff. So it's always good to, to check that out, especially Thursdays. If you're looking for any type of, like office pools or anything like that, where you're just doing picks. We even do it with the spreads, but if you're just doing straight up picks, you could probably get a sense of kind of what everybody's talking about. So it can help out with that. So definitely something to check out. Yeah. So we're good.
Pete, speaking of spreads, no, I have no transition for spreads. I just want to say the word spread.
I was like, where's he going with this?
Speaking of spreads, you may have noticed my forehead is spread a little bit. I guess.
Oh yeah, what's going on with the short hair? You got a new look now.
I know you said you had to pick on me a little bit. So what happened was, I moved down to Florida from New York. I've had my barber in New York for the past literally maybe 23 plus years or whatever. Jenny, I love you. If you ever watch this show, she probably doesn't because she doesn't really go jump on YouTube. But Jenny's been my barber for like since I'm 13, 12 when I turned 13, 25 years. Cut my hair every time besides twice. Once when I lived out in California. I only got one haircut the time I lived out in California. And then another time where she wasn't available and I traded in a Donald Trump coin from Trump Plaza to get a haircut. You hear that? You hear a buzz going on? You heard that, right?
No. It sounded like a
buzzer.
What is that? Was that your computer?
Did somebody do a buzzing sound? Because we're talking about a haircut.
No. I haven't done anything.
I don't trust Gene's face sometimes.
I really didn't do it. I really didn't do anything.
Wait, Gene's got a trustable face. It's a punchable face, but it's trustworthy.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. So I came out, and I found my barber. My barber is undoubtedly my guy Sam at the Art of Shaving in Disney Springs. The only problem with that is it's in Disney Springs. I have to go to Disney. I have to park in a Disney parking lot, get out of my car, walk through the heat, get to the thing. And not only that, they are booked so far in advance. So it becomes like almost an obligation. Like I have to go Wednesday at this time. Whereas I wanted like that neighborhood barber like Jenny was, where I could just text her like, hey, could you fit me in, cut me? No problem.
Okay.
So I found a new guy, and he's great. Johnny at Lion, whatever. I forget the place that he works at, but he's one of those those contracted barbers where you rent out the spot or whatever.
Yeah.
Lion's main barbershop out in Claremont. And he's great. Great dude, great barber and stuff like that. But
did we lose him? Mike? Okay. Well, we had the barber story and then we lost him.
What happened?
Well, anyway, I'm sure he'll drop and then maybe come back in.
Is the weather bad down there or something?
No, he just texted. He said he lost power. Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, I see it now.
Hopefully it flashes and comes back in. Well, I think we can all agree that everybody's got that barber. I know everyone kind of has that one person they always go to for years and years and years, and then either you move, they die, or something happens where You have to find somebody new. I'm guessing, and I guess we'll find out when he comes back.
Well,
If he comes back.
let's give should we give away the real reason why he cut his hair then, since he didn't get to it?
Sure. If you got
lice, everybody, he had lice.
Yeah, I think at work they were combing everybody's. Look,
They found
movie
found
mania
lice.
Nick. The suspense is killing me.
There you go. It was lice. Movie mania Nick. He had lice.
Yeah, I'm guessing his new guy or whoever they used screwed up and then had to go shorter than they normally would. Because I know he does.
Oh, that's worse. That's the worst.
That would suck. I know he probably has to go. Because he goes to this guy at the Disney Springs, which it's cool and all, but man, that thing costs some money, man.
Yeah,
expensive for a haircut. Now I know tonight, which I don't even think we have. I don't even think we have any of the banners. I know we're going to talk about Howl-o-Scream or Howl-o-Scream, however you say it. I know we're going to talk about Horror Nights, which obviously I can't wait because we're getting ready to.
Yeah. Under 2 weeks.
We're getting ready to go in another week, and look, Mike, I'm coming back. I hope so, bro. So I know we're going to talk about that. We do have some funny, goofy neighbors, which was crazy this week. I don't know if anybody saw, but apparently somebody claimed that they broke a rib getting on Tron, which I don't understand that.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know all the details of that. A little crazy to me. And then somebody said, I think it was on Peter Pan, they got whiplash or something, which is absolutely ridiculous.
I don't get that at all. Right?
I don't get that either. There was some really crazy stuff this week. All kinds of other stuff that was going on. We won't get into all that, but there was a bunch of weird stories this week. It seems to kind of come and go in waves. So that's it's just one of those things. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm excited for Horror Nights coming up. Mike's got some videos up. I know he went to Horror Nights. He already put I know he put some videos up of that. And I know he went, I think he just put it up today of Howl-o-Scream, which unfortunately I don't have the links for that.
I didn't see that one today yet. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I haven't either. So. But I was gonna say we're gonna see if our mods in. I don't think we have any of our mods in right now. I guess we'll have to see. We'll make sure we put that stuff up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. Have you been? Let me ask you something, Gene. Have you been to Howl-o-Scream?
No.
You've never been. So
never,
even when they had
once.
it at Busch Gardens, and I think now it's at SeaWorld, right?
Yeah,
is that how they have it?
Yeah. I've never done it.
I'll tell you what. I went, and obviously we've all been to Horror Nights. I went to Howl-o-Scream. It was many years back. They weren't as organized. It wasn't as polished as, say, Universal. But I will say at the time, and it's been a while since I've been, so I can't say now, but back then they had like 7 houses, and let me tell you, the houses were much better than even Horror Nights. However they did them, they were better. They were done better. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was surprised because you would think, Universal, this is like their thing. They got the professional artists and they do all this stuff, but it wasn't the case. Now, again, it's been a while. And back then, that was when it was at Busch Gardens. So it was good. Again, though, they weren't as accommodating. And what I mean by that is since I guess they were newer to it. So, Universal, when you go, they have the drink carts, the food carts, the lines, and just the way it was organized. Now, I'm sure these guys are way better at it now, but back then, they just weren't. It was kind of like we got the core down, but we don't have all the dressing and all the trappings and all the details and stuff worked out yet. But they did have the stilts guys. They did some cooler stuff in some of the scare zones. Really? I guess that they did. So I haven't been since they've moved it to SeaWorld, and I'm not really sure what the reasoning was for them moving it to. Maybe do you know that? Do you know why they moved it?
No, maybe just because they felt like Orlando was a good spot for it. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, I guess maybe a more direct competitive correlation. Oh, hey, Mike.
Oh, here we go. Finally.
Hey guys, there's a show tonight.
Hey, yeah, what's funny is that you were telling a story and then you just left everybody hanging.
We told everybody the reason why though, so we filled them in.
Oh, yeah. Feeling nice.
Well, there you go. So I guess you were listening.
Of course, I was listening when I lost power. I still have my cell phone, but yeah, no, it freaking happened last 2 times too.
All right, well, go ahead. Finish your story.
Wait, babe.
What?
Did you just blow out a candle?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I blew out a fuse or something. Maybe that's why the power went out. I got nervous. Yeah, guy. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. You got that right. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yes. So normally I go to Sam, went to Johnny. Johnny's great and stuff like that. But this time, I don't think maybe I was too clear on speaking to him, telling him what I want him to do with my head. So he went a little high. Like, I got these widow peaks here. You know, age is a factor in all of us. And one of them goes a little bit higher than the other. And I don't know why he took the buzzer up there. But afterwards, it kind of looked like I had this little, like, dangling thing over here. And I look like, what's that guy's name that almost looks like an animated Pee-wee Herman? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
You know, that comic animated character. He's got the little hairs like he's hanging like this. Somebody knows. It's like an old comic. It's just a little, like a little.
Gene, I'm
creepy
surprised
dude.
you don't know this off the top of
I
your
know.
head.
I was
don't
waiting
do
for
this
Gene to come in. Like, oh, you mean
Gene usually picks this stuff up really quick.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
If it's
a
not a Boy
cartoon
Meets
character,
World, it is. And he's like a little geek. He's got like a yellow flannel shirt, like little cat, some kind of.
wait, didn't Martin
slacks on.
Short used to play the character?
Yeah, yes, I think so. What was his name? Yes,
Oh.
yes. See, of course,
I know who
you
exactly you're talking about. I can't remember the name, but Martin Short used to
I'm
play the
still
character.
clueless.
But there was a cartoon version of it too.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah,
I'm clueless.
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell it
Anyway,
is.
I'll have to find an image later.
he was like
But
super
anyway.
skinny, look like a
Yes.
male olive oil.
yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
All right. But that's essentially what I felt like. So we were about to have birthday cake for Chrissy's uncle who was visiting from New
Yeah.
York. And Chrissy, you know, her uncle was very supportive. And he was like, you know, your hair really doesn't look that bad. I was like, all right, thanks. And then Chrissy turns to me and goes, well,
Ed
I
Grimley.
kind of
Ed
noticed
Grimley?
it. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Ed Grim. Yes. Oh my
movie
God, I'm
movie
fucking-
mania. Look, Nick should
Good
be the one
job,
to know
Nick.
that. So, good job, Nick.
Hold on, I gotta look up an image. So Chrissy looks at me and goes, well, I noticed you. Oh God. Yes, this is exactly who I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and share this screen.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really a direct, lookalike. But this is how I felt, So I kind of had just
Oh yeah.
yeah, and like I said, he was animated. I was thinking about the animated version. Yeah. So what's up, Patty? That's how I was feeling. So Chrissy, as we're about to cut her uncle's birthday cake, like I said, her uncle just gave me a nice compliment. He goes, "Your really hair isn't really not that bad." I don't know if he was being nice or he was telling the truth, but Chrissy goes, "Yeah, I noticed in the photo you took the other day, I noticed that spot." As soon as she said that, I said, "Oh, I'll be right back." I went into the bathroom and I didn't come back. And after about like 3 minutes, Christina says, "Michael, are you okay?" She turns the corner and I was like mid-shave of my head. And she's like, "What the f did you do?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, you said you saw it. So that's what happens."
Hey, Patty.
And
That is
this does not deter, because I know I said if I don't ride Tower of Terror by the end of 2023, that I would shave my head. This does not deter that. My goal is to ride Tower of Terror, and I
and
actually
yeah, this does not count.
this doesn't count.
Right,
Because I'm going to ride Tower of Terror. I've picked out a date.
What's the
And
date?
October 13th,
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. I'm going to ride Tower of Terror.
Damn it, we're gonna be off a week. I would have loved to have been there.
Yep, that's got to be the day. I mean, if I'm going to ride Tower of Terror, that
Yeah.
has to
mean-
undoubtedly be the day I do it.
And if there's any day that it's gonna fail, that would be the day. So obviously that should be the day.
That should be.
And you've never written it once?
No, I've written it once when I was
Oh.
That
12.
doesn't count. That doesn't count.
right. I was 12.
It was a different ride back then too. I don't think they had it where it was. It
It was a
changed
different.
up.
Yeah, it was a different ride. So
Right. It was. You knew what was coming. See, and that's the thing. I cried as a 12-year-old because I didn't want to go on this freaking ride. Dad forced me on wearing my Michael Jordan jersey. Whatever, we did it. But the thing is, you know what to expect. You knew it was like one drop up, then a little drop, one more big drop, and that's it. Like 3 drops and you're done. Now it's freaking random, and it's just, oh boy.
Yep, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Not only that, like I said, it's the claustrophobia thing for me because I freak out. Literally, I freak out on test track. Seriously. Like, I freak out on test track. I put my hands, and then I put the seatbelt over my hands just so I'm not completely locked in by that little seatbelt. I have to sit in the middle, so I only have the seatbelt that goes across my waist, not across my shoulder, because
That's crazy.
at the end, like, even if we get stuck on test track, oh my God, I lose my stuff. And that's why I like having my phone on rides too, not to film anything. But in case I do get stuck, I can take out my phone to kind of distract me, so I don't freak out. Yeah, and that's definitely happened in my older age, and that's why I think I've always had a fear of flying too, is because I'm succumbed to the pilot and this little tiny flying hunk of metal. So,
well, do you have issues with claustrophobia?
I never used to, but
yeah, we all go through different changes.
I'm older and fatter now, so I can't fit in the same spots. That's what happens.
Same spots.
The same spots. Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Well,
dude, that's hilarious.
I know. No, this week I'm starting my diet. Well, I mean, I say that every freaking week at the beginning of the week, and I'll show
like Monday.
Americans do.
Right, Gene? Is that what everybody says? We're gonna start Monday.
Starts Monday.
You're like, well, it's already Wednesday, so might as well just wait till Monday. So it'll be Monday.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the week, and then Monday it starts Monday. Like it's Monday night now. I screwed up already. I might as well wait till next Monday.
Well, you don't even know what happened. I actually did start going to the gym again. I started going to the gym. I started swimming, and lo and behold, in Mike fashion, I got a double ear infection. So,
oh geez,
that's always the worst. That's always the worst when you start working out.
By the way, Patty, your jeans and pants don't count, so we don't need to talk about your tight places.
Oh my God, that was excellent. That was excellent.
Okay, all right, we're like distracted here. We're like halfway through here.
Let's some like the goofy neighbors. We're not going to do no segments. We're just going to talk a bunch on this show. But let's start off with this one because, Gene, I need you to explain to me. I mean, this is just an image. It doesn't even have the headline there. But it does say former pro wrestler and Jungle Cruise skipper accused of sexual misconduct found working at Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. Gene, do you know who this is?
No, who is it? Do you know?
I don't know. It says former pro wrestler. I mean, pro wrestler.
Joseph Maheen, also known as Joey Ryan, a former professional. Do you know that? I don't even know that wrestler. Do you know?
No. But then again,
maybe
professional
he could have been a jobber. He could have been a jobber too. I mean, we don't really know that he was anybody.
I mean, just look. Listen.
What's interesting is that he used to be a wrestler, right? Then he was a former like Jungle Cruise skipper, and then somehow disappears into the night, and then he pops up as somebody at Horror Nights. Like it's just weird. Like he got a new identity and all this other like he just popped up there.
Maybe he's working in an angle. Oh wait, he appeared in several matches for WWE, so he was a big,
as well as NWA man,
pro wrestler. I mean, he was part of WWE and NWA. Honestly,
but look, he's accused by at least 17 women. Jesus,
wow.
Golly. Shared a lengthy post on his now deleted X then Twitter account. Apologized for not always treating people with respect. He apologized. So he admitted it and all that stuff. But the best part is, I mean, I guess this is, scary for women to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I don't want to be, around this scare actor. I would not have Chrissy around him. That's interesting. But
hey, the thing is with this type of stuff, sometimes then, and again, I don't know how old he is, but if he's been around to, in this type of entertainment for a bunch of years, how far back you're going. So you got to think your previous actions, even something that you may have forgotten about a decade ago, can come back and get you. So, I mean, obviously, just don't be a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that simple. But it is crazy. I mean, you see this stuff more and more often.
What an
idiot! This stuff, it's just you start to see this stuff more often where this stuff pops up later on. And
I can never run for president just based on this half of the I say.
I was gonna say you Mike would have a bunch of complaints pop up.
Yeah, and you know what? I none of that fashion. But I'm saying, like, I've definitely said some stuff that could be controversial, I'm sure, on Twitters and all of those things. And
oh my God, think about it. You've seen it with celebrities, you've seen it with athletes. They'll dig up a tweet, whatever they're calling it on X now.
Like 1996.
When they're like 12. Yeah. You're like, Jesus, man. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously everybody should know that nothing's ever completely deleted off the internet, like ever. But I also think that, and again, unless it's just super egregious, I guess, so you're going to say dumb crap at 12 years old. Like, I just, sometimes it's, some people get, I'm sure that's the only thing stopping you from, it's the only thing, Mike.
Yeah. I don't know crap about politics, but hey, look at Pennsylvania. Anyway, moving forward. Besides politics,
there you go. All right, what else we got?
We got another one here. So, that's just. Faith, Trust, and Whiplash. Okay, guest suing Walt Disney World for $50 $50,000.
It's always
Jesse
50,000.
Carter, Jesse
It
Cleveland.
is. I think that lawyers know, defense lawyers know this is like it's like the golden number for payouts. Ask for 50, they'll just pay you out. Yeah, it's gotta be. How do you get injuries on Peter Pan's flight unless you're just doing really stupid stuff? I don't know.
The ride broke down unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly stopped.
Stopped when the child rode the iconic. Okay, it stopped. So they're claiming they've gotten whiplash from the jerking action of it starting back up again, and filed for $50,000. He's also represented by Morgan & Morgan. I mean,
here's the terrible. Yeah, that's.
So they'll get the $50,000.
Maybe it did,
but they'll take home maybe about $2,500.
Yeah,
Morgan & Morgan got the rest of that.
Maybe when it went forward, yeah, maybe somebody did bang their head. I mean, if my kid's on there and they do that, I'd probably be pissed too. You know.
Yeah. Sorry.
And the lawyer's like, listen, we've done 1 million of these. You just ask for 50, you're good. They're gonna just pay out. If you ask for more than that, we're not winning anything.
Yeah.
That's gotta. I'm just saying that's gotta be. You know.
No, I'm trying to read this here now. A 4-year-old boy with pre-existing medical condition had a seizure after getting on the ride in 2019. Completely separated. The most recent incident. 2 adults had a seizure or chest pain on the ride. So it just seems like this ride may be cursed. But I mean,
the only problem is
$50,000
something like that is not. That's not the ride's fault or anything. If somebody gets on there and has a seizure, it's just not. It's unfortunate.
Oh yeah, we talked about this one. This is the most recent one. Who filed a lawsuit after the monorail doors shut on them for $50,000. The lawsuit is still pending. Yeah.
Tell me that 50,000 is. I'm telling you, that's the golden number.
Hey, if you're ever in a tight spot, at least you know you got 50,000 in the bank if you go to Disney World. So at that point, I would just say, hey, listen, guys, let's not do the lawsuit thing. You know, let's just move beyond this. I hear you guys got a great venue, huge, you know, and then just, you know, book me a wedding. That's all. Just book me a wedding. That's what I would say.
Gene, a wedding a wedding at Disney was that 50 grand anyway? Pretty much.
What I'm saying.
Depends where you have it.
Just book me the wedding.
You got to do it at Grand Floridian, right, or something like that. I mean,
there's different places you could have it.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of places. I mean, we'd probably do it like ideal wedding would probably be on the boardwalk, but it's unfortunate.
That's what we did ours.
Yeah.
Think about how many people have been on the ride without problems. Yeah, of course. Like, yeah, millions, literally the millions.
Yeah, the Florida Man. Listen, I'm telling you, they got to do a documentary called Florida Man. Dig up all the great stories that there've always been. It's just everything. You don't see New York Man, you don't see California Man, but you see Florida Man.
Always in some stuff.
It's just Texas Man. I'm telling you, you don't see that.
There we go. We should sue Disney for $50,000 for raising prices. Amen.
They'll probably just settle. Unfortunately, if you do that if someone like us do it, we'd end up just giving it back by buying crap from Disney anyway.
I was gonna say, man, you know,
they'll get it right back.
That's why I said just book me the wedding. We got one last one for you here, just a quick one to touch upon. So this one is interesting. So on Tron, guest breaks ribs while boarding Tron, but you get hurt boarding it. It's not. Yeah, like it's not rocket science. Well, it's not that hard. So you've been on Tron before, both of you,
a bunch of times, yeah.
And when you board on Tron, so here's the Tron vehicle there, right? Obviously, you're laying on your chest, and then that back restraint there that looks like you would sit back against, that actually folds over against your back. But the thing is, you control that thing coming over, versus like in Pandora in Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage, the cast member kind of pushes that forward to lock you into place. This one is controlled completely by you by pulling down those handlebars. That back restraint comes towards you, and that's where they're complaining. When I reached to pull down the handlebars, I felt a pop. I broke my 5th rib on my right side, right under my arm. I think it's because I'm so petite at 5'2" and 113 pounds. Yeah, they had to throw that in there. Like, let me just show you, I'm 5'2" and 113. I think the pressure of the bike pushing against me. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think the pressure of the bike pushing against me and then having to reach and grab the handles was too much. Wait, I think the pressure of the bike pushing against me and then having to reach for the handles was too much. Wait, what? Let me read that again. I think the pressure of the bike pushing against me, that I'm leaning on
That you're sitting
the
on.
bike, that I'm sitting on. I'm leaning on the bike, but the bike is pushing against me, then having to reach for the handlebars. So that broke the rib, or pulling it down and the thing smashed down, which you have control over. It just doesn't.
But it's
make
weird
sense.
though, when you pull it, it comes down like super slow, and it doesn't even. It
Right.
doesn't really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's-
And then it says
it's
here,
perfectly-
I didn't realize it was broken. I rode Tron and all the other coasters I could.
Right.
If you broke a rib, I'm just gonna say something. If you broke a
can't
rib,
breathe.
you can't breathe. Like legit. Like even if you
Gene-
bruise a rib, it's bad.
Gene, have
I'm
you ever
very
broken a rib?
surprised.
Not that I know of. I could have one right now. Maybe I just didn't know.
Well, it's the pressure of your seat and microphone that you're sitting in right now.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just the ribs. That's a core element when you breathe and stuff. Oh my god. Unless it's. Yeah, Patty's right. It sounds like something you broke before. It just doesn't make sense to me.
No, it couldn't have been broke before because I'm 5'2" and so petite. No.
This is true.
No. Anyway.
And you know what? I'm not trying to make fun of somebody. It's just it doesn't add up. I mean, it could.
I'm trying to make
but
fun
it
of
just
somebody. I'm trying to make fun of somebody. I'm trying to get
just-
one over on the mouse. Stop it. Stop.
doesn't- Get one over. Well, listen, 50,000. They're probably just going to settle anyway. They probably won't even check into it.
When it comes to 50,
I'm just-
exactly.
I'm just
when
saying.
they offered 49, she decided to put the report out. So that's what happened.
Right.
But anyway, moving on. So
All right, let's get on topic.
yeah, I mean, what topic? But anyway, you want to talk about some Horror Nights and some Howl-o-Screams? You
Yes.
mentioned it earlier.
Now, obviously,
So-
you already went, so you can actually talk about your experience. And I know in another week or so, all of us are going to be going. So
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. I do want to say, because I'm gonna be vlogging that too. So I've done 7 of the 10 houses at Halloween Horror Nights, and if
they're up to
you
10?
haven't-
Ooh.
yeah, right. If you haven't checked out my vlog on Halloween Horror Nights, it's a 2-part vlog because I like to
Yeah.
keep them somewhat lengthy, but don't want to bore you. I did pretty much mention every house that we did, show you a little something, both during the day and at nighttime. But we did the Stay and Scream because we have the annual passes, so we're in the park ahead of time. And when you do the Stay and Scream, they kind of let you head into the houses before they open it up to the general public. So,
Yeah.
do you guys have annual passes or park passes to Universal that day, by any chance?
I have an annual pass, but I haven't started it yet, so I won't be there that day.
That's-
I'm just going for the night.
I don't think I have Park Pass.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So, if you do get a pass, which also they do have a Florida resident discount going on right now, if you
I mean,
buy
maybe I
your
will.
annual pass, yeah, you get
Yeah.
3 extra months free. So it's actually a
Yeah.
15-month pass.
Are they still doing
Um,
that? I know
I
it's supposed to be
believe
ending
so.
soon.
It is supposed to
I
be.
think it
ending
ends.
soon.
I think it ends the end of this month. I think it
And
ends.
they don't start it till you actually start it, right?
So
Like,
you
it
just
doesn't
get
start
it.
till
That's
you
why I
buy-
bought
okay.
it. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I bought it because I was like, I just want to lock it in, but I actually got to use it a lot, and it already paid for itself. But anyway, if you do have a
I
park
asked them. They
ticket
said
that
you
day-
could use a year up to a year later, and it still counts.
right.
Wow.
It's not like it's not even like oh well I'm going in 2 months. It's no like if you don't use it like a year from now, it counts. It starts a year from now.
Now,
Oh.
granted, it is a Florida resident discount. It's a
Yeah.
Florida resident discount. So if you're not a Florida
Luckily,
resident,
I am a Florida resident, so
Yeah,
we're
no,
good.
No,
You
no,
are.
the 3 free months is for everybody.
Are you sure?
Yep, because I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Oh, here
No,
we go.
Jeaner. No, Jeaner.
I'm 100%.
You're 100%? Are you? Are you really?
They gave it to me. I have 3 months off.
I already see that window coming up. He's checking right now.
Oh, yeah. It's coming.
There's
I see
probably a
blue.
discount on top. There's probably a discount, but I got. Then maybe
No,
then maybe
you know
the
what?
thing I got is it was maybe they stopped what I did, but I got
That's
3 free
true.
months too.
Yeah, no, maybe they just kind of expanded it to everybody, but it does say Florida residents right now. Restrictions
Agreed.
apply, but let me just go ahead. I mean, it might as well since we're
Hey, what
actually-
was the villain con I just saw?
what? Oh, I haven't done that yet. I think the Crystal Palace has Horror Nights, Villain Con, Illumination now open, Minion Blast. This is
Oh, yeah,
the new Minion
Illumination.
ride,
So it's only
Yes.
Illuminations.
Illuminations, Villain Con, I believe. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta check- I gotta look more
that
into
new
it.
ride, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's the like it syncs up to the app and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, Halloween Horror Nights. By doing hi,
Wait, so-
Sammy.
You said you went. Oh, hey. You said you went on. All right. You said you went on 7 of the 10.
7 out of 10. By by doing the Stay and Scream, we were able to do 3 houses before the general public came in. So that was great. And then throughout the night, it's from like 6:30 to 2 a.m. event. So you have a good 8 hours roughly to get everything done. So we only had to do 4 more houses. We did rides. We did rides twice because the lines were like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So if you're not into rides, you don't have to worry about it. It is only on the Universal side, so it's a Universal.
And I'm
rides.
definitely into rides. So I love it.
Right. Like
yeah, and the rides, rides
Ride
are
Rocket.
quick too. So we could actually sprinkle some rides in.
Not only that, but Universal is a park that closes really early. So you may not get to experience like Rip Ride Rocket at nighttime unless you do something like Halloween Horror Nights. So it's an awesome time. It's a good time. It's all lit up. It's pretty cool. But we also got some snacks, went on some rides, and we did 7 out of 10 houses. As we got towards the end of the night, I think I was a little bit more immune to being scared and things popping out at me because the last house we did was on our way out, and we kind of were like, this is so cool. This is awesome. I recognized more settings and stuff like that because one of the worst houses for me was the Monsters Unmasked house, right? And I think, but everybody else told me that this is one. Let me get this off.
That was from what I understand, that was a lot of people's favorite.
Everybody loved it. So now here's the thing. One, I didn't understand the concept. I thought Monsters Unmasked was going to be a little bit more like the classic Frankenstein, the Mummy, and stuff like that. And it was more so like Phantom of the Opera, Quasimodo. And it was kind of like their flesh torn off. Or Phantom of the Opera had his mask off and what he would be like if he was unmasked. And it was really cool when I think back on it, but I didn't appreciate it too much because I was so worried about getting scared next. So I was so worried about where someone was going to pop out. I'm like, all right, I know someone's out there, but I don't recognize everything that's going on over here. So my one tip, if you are somebody who's not good with jump scares, do your best to realize that you are going to get scared, but also appreciate the setting, the surroundings, everything like that, because I got to tell you, man, like it is a Universal production. Now, I've heard from people who've attended these over the years that it's typically the same thing. You know, it's you expect it, you know it, it's happening, but it's still fun. It was definitely fun for me as a newcomer, and it made me feel like I was in Halloween, where I went to Mickey's Not So Scary, and I didn't feel like I was part of a Halloween celebration. But Universal Studios,
that's a different thing.
Whole other animal, including I'm not getting run over by strollers because there's not a lot of kids there at Halloween Horror Nights, which the scare zones were incredible. So even if you're not into haunted houses or you're not worried, if you're a little bit worried about those jump scares, the scare zones will still give you those jump scares, but they're less intense, but equally or possibly even more fun than the haunted houses. Let's just jump over to SeaWorld, which is right across I-4 from Universal.
Yeah.
They have an event called Howl-o-Scream. Sucked. Straight up sucked. Go watch my vlog. I put it out today. Sucked. And I don't know, because I went in with high expectation. Everyone's telling me like, oh, Howl-o-Scream's so scary. It's worse than Universal Studios. More intense. Sucked.
Listen, it used to be great. I haven't been since they, like I said before that we were talking pre-show, I haven't been since they moved it to SeaWorld. So,
but now here's the kicker though. I would do it again. I would do it again.
Well, if it sucks, then why?
Because it's $45.
Wow.
To me, that's like, you know, hey, we got nothing to do tonight. Let's go.
I agree. I hear you. It makes sense.
I've never been to SeaWorld before. I never went to SeaWorld. So I also got to go on like 2 rides there, and I was like, these coasters are incredible. And
they are.
And then I went on Icebreaker. Mm-hmm. We didn't get on Pipeline because Pipeline was still a long wait, and it seemed like it wasn't running too efficiently. So we're like, And towards the end of the night, we were all kind of done. But I would pay $45 just to do some of those rides and have those shorter wait lines.
They got some good coasters. They do.
Mega was pretty
cool. My God. Like 5 of them.
Icebreaker's one where it goes backwards, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the newer one, I believe.
Well, if you think about it too, they had to get some better ones because they had to get some good coasters in there because when they're having all the issues with having Lolita and, you know, the whales and the whole protesting and stuff. So they're going to have something to draw you in because those used to be their big ticket items.
Yeah.
So they said, hey, we got to start doubling down on these coasters. And they got some good ones. So if you like coasters, it's worth it just from that.
Yeah, totally. Like I said, I got to do it, experience it a little bit in the daytime because I got there pretty early. I mean, I got there about 6:30, and they let you in kind of like this waiting area, so you get into the park ahead of time, where there's a bar called Sirens, and they kind of got the atmosphere going on. They got the scare actors out there, kind of already getting you hyped up. And oh hell, I got stuck on the Manta for like an hour, which sucked. Oh,
that's pretty bad.
Now that makes me nervous already. I think my pits are starting to sweat.
Well, think about this: if you get stuck on anything for an hour, it's gonna suck. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, I mean, damn, yeah, that's tough. That'll be my luck on Friday the 13th. I guess.
Wait, the Manta. Wait, is that the one? Because I remember I did that. Is that the one where you're hanging, like you're laying down, and like?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's the one that's.
I think it is.
I don't. I know Nick just mentioned Six Flags. I think it's like Superman at Six Flags.
Like a leaning forward?
Yeah,
he said yeah. So that's what it is. So think about it. That's worse. It's not like you're just sitting like in a coaster where you're strapped in. You're literally on your stomach, like with your arms hanging. Like that would get annoying, especially for an hour.
For an hour, that's rough.
It gave me a hard time when we last went there. I remember I same thing you were talking about, Mike. I had the GoPro on the wrist.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "What? I don't understand. Like, it's on my wrist. I can still hold on. I don't understand what you're." And they did the same thing on Tron. I know you had said that they gave you Tron. I still tried to see, and they still gave me a crap. And I'm like, I don't understand why that's a thing. They have no problem you holding your cell phone in your freaking hand, but they don't want a GoPro strapped to your wrist.
Who the hell does that?
I don't. I saw some guy one time on a picture. I think somebody that we might know. I'm not even sure. It was crazy. Hey, what's up, Mike? Mikey B.
Mike. It was definitely Mike.
I'm telling you. So okay, so then you would go again just because of the price, but nothing else.
I would go for. So here's the thing: is I would go to Mickey's Not So Scary over Howl-o-Scream.
Wow.
But I'm not willing to pay prices for Mickey's Not So Scary.
No, me neither.
I would go to Howl-o-Scream. I thought it was Howl-o-Scream, like Halloween Scream, but it's Howl-o-Scream.
Exactly.
The cool thing is that SeaWorld does allow you to film inside the houses.
Oh, see, I like that. I really wish Universal allow that. I mean, I know that the influencers, the content creators are allowed to, but
yeah, you got to apply like for a media pass. They only do it for like the first 2 days that it's open. I get it. But SeaWorld was like, yeah, hell yeah. You know?
And Nick, you're right. Usually I have a chest strap. I have one. There's times I don't feel like putting that on. It's easier just to have it on my wrist. I don't know.
1000%.
And it's strapped in. It's strapped in, so I don't know why that's such an issue. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's just me, right?
You know, I could understand because they could say, but did you really strap it in? Is it strapped in securely? How they don't know how you strapped it in to check, but still at the same, it's just cut me some slack. I'm promoting your coaster, your park. Let me just film the freaking thing.
Hey Molly.
Thanks, Molly.
Well, wait, here, let me ask you this then, Mike. You said you did 7 of the 10 houses. Which one was your favorite?
I may sound cliche, but Stranger Things. Well, actually, no. So
that's one of my favorites anyway, but
right. Stranger Things was definitely my favorite. I definitely got the most scares probably out of that one because it was also my first house too, doing that. But my favorite like set design was the last house I did was the Blood Moon Offering. I think that's what it's called. That was dope. Like that just had such a cool setting. And again, it was the last house I did, so maybe I was a little bit more numb to the scares. And I was
because after a while you get numb to that crap.
Which was the scariest one you said?
The scariest one was definitely Stranger Things for me, I think. But and then Exorcist was pretty cool. It's based off the new movie.
Yeah.
Chucky was fun. And then, like I said, Monsters. I think also Monsters sucked too because we waited. It said 30 minutes when we got on the line. We actually ended up waiting for like 70 to 75 minutes.
Holy cow!
I checked my app and it was like, as soon as we got on, it must have just jumped up. But we got stuck.
Well, wait. Let me ask you this then. So, out of the 3 that you didn't do, was it because of time, or you just?
Yes and no. So it was like we could have chosen to. I mean, we did Gringotts. We did Rip Ride Rocket twice. Because it was also my brother-in-law's first time in Universal Studios, so we wanted to kind of.
Oh yeah, you got to hit some of the good stuff.
Yeah, and then me and my uncle, me and my fiance, Chrissy's uncle, we wanted to do Mummy. Even though that has no effect on nighttime, we just love the Mummy. So we got on the Mummy real quick. We got two things to eat. We got the pizza fries, the infamous pizza fries, and then we got the bloody snowballs. The bloody snowballs were bloody amazing. Like they were freaking good.
So
When we go
what's
back
in
to the 7th, it's a chocolate cake. Inside, it's got like a little filling of red dye or whatever it is, but on the outside, it's covered in coconut, and it tastes to me like almost if Almond Joy was a pastry without the nuts. Yeah, it was delicious.
Okay.
I definitely want to try more snacks when we go and stuff like that. But yeah, so
when we go, what do we got to hit? Because I definitely want to hit Stranger Things. So
I didn't hit. So these houses I didn't do. It was Dr. Oddfellow's like original thing, The Last of Us, and there was the Dueling Dragons. The Dueling Dragons I didn't do. Now the cool thing about Dueling Dragons that I didn't know, and I probably would have done. Me and my fiance's uncle, we were kind of just like, we kind of skipped Dueling Dragons. We know the story of the coaster and stuff like that. But found out later on, once you go inside the house, you can choose two ways to go. There's fire and there's ice. And each one is a different experience. And on the fire side, I heard that Merlin's there, which is pretty dope. So I probably, the first time I go, is going to choose fire. But
speaking of that, did you ever go on Dueling Dragons when it was there?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Back in like 2006, maybe. Yeah.
I love that. I love that coaster.
So do you prefer Dueling Dragons or Hagrid's?
Hagrid's.
Yeah. I kind of like Dueling Dragons.
Really?
You know what it is? Hagrid's has no height to it. It's through the woods. I get it. Whereas Dueling Dragons was like super high. Like you had the two, and it always felt like your feet would hit the other people, which I think it did at one point or something like that. But that was the one thing. Plus, it obviously had the crazy inversions and all that other stuff, which I loved. But don't get me wrong, I love Hagrid's. Come on, that's a great coaster.
Great coaster.
But it's nowhere near Velocicoaster. That thing is.
Yeah,
that thing's insane. You wrote it, right, Mike?
Well, I did. I wrote it several times, front, back, middle. I do like writing it on the front, only because I feel like I could see everything, like literally just see everything. And then my favorite part is that second launch where it kind of launches.
Oh, the second launch is incredible.
Yeah. And then when you're in the front row, you get a little extra, like couple of seconds to just take in everything.
As soon as you look over and you see the volcano from Volcano Bay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's amazing. And then every time I had to tap Uncle Victor, I'd be like, open your damn eyes, look around. It's beautiful. But the icebreaker at SeaWorld was so no, not icebreaker. Icebreaker was great. Icebreaker was fantastic. The other one, Mako.
The Mako. That's the one I haven't been on yet.
Dude, that was like I could put that up against Velocicoaster. There's not that many like crazy inversions or anything upside down and stuff like that. I don't even know if it went upside down. I think maybe once. But the intensity, the speed, the way it gives you that zero gravity as it goes over hills, was like mind blowing to me, and it was long. Like there was a point of me of saying, because I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, oh, when's this gonna stop? I can't catch my breath. Oh,
so wait,
I'm not talking about.
So
I'm talking about the roller coaster. Yeah.
Oh, so it didn't have the length of Tron.
It did not have the length of Tron. Length of Tron was driving a Ford pickup to compensate when this one was definitely just driving its little beep beep and doing just fine. Yeah, no, it was great, man. It was Mako was definitely the coaster to beat when it comes to SeaWorld. But I haven't ridden Pipeline. I haven't done Mantra, whatever it is. So like I said, doing Howl-o-Scream only made me want to go back to SeaWorld to experience the full SeaWorld now during the day. Yeah. And of course,
Gene, have you been on those? All of them?
On which one? You mean on
the coasters at SeaWorld?
Yeah.
You have?
I went like about a year or two ago. I went actually with Disney fanatic Greg. We actually had this thing we went on like every single coaster. We had this.
That is right. I remember when you guys did that. Okay.
Yeah. So we had to go on. We had like it was like you had to complete like this task of going on every coaster.
Yeah, formerly known as Disney fanatic.
No, he's still Disney. He's Disney fanatic, Greg.
He's fanatic.
Fanatic's blog, no?
Well, Fanatic's blog, yeah.
But it's still everybody knows Fanatic Greg.
Yeah.
Formerly of Chip and Co, but now
still got the blue hair, I think, right?
Formerly known as Prince. Yeah, he still got blue hair. Yeah, blue hair, Greg.
Now he's a symbol. he's just a peace symbol.
But before we go further, before we get to the end of the show, we do have a couple of words from some fun peoples.
we go.
Yeah, nice.
I always have to turn down my speakers. The bass in that the music is thumping.
I mean,
Ridiculous.
shoot.
Yeah. But speaking of which, I'm gonna be working on a new commercial for that. We just have so many other designs that we like to update that. I love the commercial, and even the original was great. But yeah, it's time.
Oh,
And
I don't know.
get it.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but did you guys see my Instagram post? Did you see all my cereals?
Yes, I
No.
did see that.
I didn't see it.
You see all my cereals? I wanted to share this one because, like,
Bring it up because my phone just died.
Damn, why didn't you charge your phone?
I don't know. Oh, I was streaming the football game, and it just
Oh,
remember there's 2 games tonight.
hold on. I gotta see if I can bring this up on the screen here. Oh, that's right. There are 2 games tonight.
There is.
What the hell? So I'm gonna go ahead and
7
bring
and 8.
this. I'm
saw
just
the
happy with this one, man. I'm just, this is my haul. This is my haul. So,
There we go.
I went to the store the other day.
And just went crazy.
Well, wait, I actually brought Chrissy to Target because Chrissy had to pick up a couple of things.
Oh, I love Blueberry.
And I walked away from her, and then I came back with literally the shopping cart filled with cereal. And they had Blueberry, Frankenberry, Count Chocula. They had 2 other ones, the Monster Mash Mix-Up and the Caramel Creeper. And then I also...
And you were smart. You got all the
What?
family size. Good job.
Thanks. It was 2 for $9. Make sure you go visit that at Target. Anyway,
There you go.
General Mills, sponsor me. Anyway, but I posted this and I actually got called out. This guy, Keith Fricka, Cereal King. I don't know if he's Canadian.
right.
But when I went to his page, he is deemed the Cereal King.
The
Trademark.
Cereal King.
The Cereal King.
But
So it's sent.
why is he called that?
I don't know. I got to challenge him.
But does he have any cereal on his page? Well, I don't understand.
He does. He does. He definitely does. No, I saw it. So he's got little Frosted Flakes there. Okay, great.
He's got. I like that picture. He has of Dak.
You like
Got
it? Yeah, I bet you
Debo.
do.
You like
Debo
that Dak
and Purdy.
picture?
Wow, look what he's got. He's got some. Yep.
Debo and Purdy.
Well, I mean, he's like Ghost too. He likes Ghost, so I like Ghost too. All right, wait, what are we doing here? No, I can't see more posts.
I guess he's a 49er fan.
Looks like it. Looks like it.
It looks like it.
But he called me out. He called me out because I claim myself to be the cereal king. So I think I need to throw this guy a challenge. Maybe I'll get him on the show and we can have a cereal showdown. So
There you go.
just saying. I saw the cereals. That's crazy. That is not crazy. That is a week worth of cereal. Yes, 1 week's worth of cereal. No, my diet starts Monday. Next Monday.
It's always Monday. It's always
No.
Monday. If it's
No.
Wednesday, it's Monday. Friday, it's Monday.
It started today, kind of.
If it's Monday, it's Monday. I'm just saying. Nope.
No, I'm the fattest I've ever been. This is why my claustrophobia is crazy. So, it's time.
Hey,
to
so you're gonna be live blogging. I mean, I'm sure we will because in a couple weeks, obviously, we're gonna be at Horror Nights, so we will definitely be streaming from there. Or are we just gonna vlog from there?
Oh, interesting. It's maybe we should do, instead of the Disney Villains Club that Monday, maybe we should have that Villains Club that Saturday and just do the live stream from the park Saturday.
There you go.
That may be
Hey,
a way to
Mr.
go.
Drew in the
And
house.
finish with the hot dog. Oh,
Hey, Pops.
gosh.
That's my dad.
Yeah, I know. I'll get to Casey's eventually.
Yeah, what's up with you?
Yeah, he's gonna do it on October 13th, right after he gets. I'm just saying, listen, get everything in the same night.
No,
That's
he needs
good.
to eat the hot dogs. He needs to eat 5 hot dogs first, then go on.
No,
Hey,
that's
go
a Friday
on.
13th
Shower
waiting to happen. Yeah, no. I definitely will try Casey's. I have to get there. I don't know. It's not appetizing to me. Not yet. I gotta try it anyway.
The struggle to eat a hot dog.
The struggle to eat out there, I just don't find it appealing. And then again, did you see? Oh my gosh! I love. There's a little bit rant going on here. I love all my fellow influencers and content creators, and I love how Disney releases some news and they immediately run to their phones and, oh, I got to be the first one to do this and post this, and oh my god, this is so amazing, and they love to kiss the tuchus of the mouse. But bringing back the pepperoni rolls or whatever at Magic Kingdom, where you get those freaking things.
Yeah, the
cheeseburger rolls, right?
spring
spring
rolls.
The spring rolls. They brought back the pepperoni
know.
ones, and it was such a big thing. Who cares?
It's a hot pocket. It's a hot
Well,
pocket.
I like them.
I like it too, but I get what he's saying. Like everybody had to run to be like the first one to say, "Oh, look what they have back," and it's like
I'm dogging on them. I'm dogging more so on Disney for bringing back the same crap.
It's YouTube. We're surrounded by YouTubers, content creators. Everybody wants to be first. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. It's
true. That's one thing I
You
don't
know.
do. I don't rush the post news. People get and everything else.
I get it. But remember, people want to get the numbers, so they're gonna do it first because they want to get the clicks to begin with.
Yeah, but we're just gonna go to Halloween Horror Nights and have ourselves a good time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So,
Can't wait. Dean's gonna get a full night's sleep before that. It's gonna be great.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll see.
Come on.
I'll be low. I'll be down there, so I'll be able to.
All right.
I'm excited.
I think about for this week. You guys got anything else going on?
No, not really.
Gene? Nothing?
Anything you want to talk about?
No.
You want to just open up?
Open up tomorrow. Check us out on
up.
the Big Fat Panda channel. We got the Disney Underground, the Big Fat Panda channel.
Okay.
At 8 p.m.
Right.
We talk
Where?
a little bit on the Big Fat Panda channel.
Oh, nice.
So
What's the topic?
The best places to eat in Disney parks, I believe. Well, which
You need to look
Disney
that up?
park? The best Disney park for dining.
You needed to look down at the piece of paper to figure that out, and you still got it wrong.
No, I wasn't even looking at that. I was looking at something else.
Mike would
I don't
clearly
have it written. I don't have it written down in front of me. I was looking down at something.
Mike would clearly pick Typhoon Lagoon on that one. There's no question.
Yeah,
else.
absolutely. I haven't been to Typhoon Lagoon since I was a kid. Anyway, Joey, what you got going on?
Well, I got
New
this
commercial?
with you guys. I got this with you guys. Yeah, I got to work on another commercial. No, we just we've been really busy. Obviously, Halloween is very busy when it comes to the shop.
Oh yeah,
that is for sure. It's been very busy. So that's been the case. Sammy, unfortunately, has been feeling a little bit under the weather.
Damn.
So we were dealing with that. We were just at the parks, not this past weekend, the weekend before. Ended up not even making it the whole weekend because Sammy just started going downhill. Aiden had got sick first, and then she went downhill. So yeah, so it's been kind of like that. But just trudging along. Looking forward to. I don't know if obviously the NFL is in full swing now. We're already 3 weeks in, and I know we're supposed to be doing the NFL show, but Pete was out. That's another thing. We did meet up with Pete at the parks and a few other guys, Disney Baker and a few other guys. So unfortunately, we didn't get to meet up with Mike because he had like a triple bypass in his ear and all this other stuff that was going on. So we couldn't do that. Mike's just a train wreck waiting to happen.
Florida fudge.
But after that, yeah, exactly. But then after that, yeah, that's about it, really, man. There's nothing else going on.
Feel better,
That's it.
Sammy. Nice. Hi. Feel better.
Oh, is she back there? Yeah, they can see you. We're live.
Just alive. Hi, Sammy.
She's like, oh hey, oh no, you're live. Yeah, no.
Feel better.
Yeah. What about you, Mike? Besides you got to plug your shows, man. You already put up a couple vlogs.
Go watch my vlog today. That's all. I just put out a vlog. No, but I got a couple of vlogs coming out, trying to be more creative without repeating myself. That's always the content creating, struggle for me. I am, branching out, doing Universal Studios, not just Disney as well. Got a couple of vlogs that I'm going to film this week because I currently don't have anything. I'm currently all up to date because we had to just catch up with everything in life. Life stinks, So life is life. Life is life until you make it other than better life. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got the Walt Disney, the poop statue.
Oh, that's nice.
I love this thing.
Yeah.
I don't care. I freaking love this.
When I saw that, I thought of you. I'm like, Mike's got to definitely get that. It's
no doubt.
I do love the statues, man. I really did. From the 50th, I really loved them.
Yeah.
So they just, if I had a section that I could have them all, I would have probably done a collection because they were so good.
That's the thing is I don't know when these things are going to be out again when it comes to the merchandise.
Right.
So I'm like, I better buy. Oh, yeah. They also had the 100-year celebration annual pass holder event where worldwide of sports, they gave you 60% or more off on all merchandise. I think that's still going on, but you also have to join a virtual queue to get in there. So
right. I saw the lines for it too.
And then we went to go to Epcot and we saw the magnet line too. The magnet line was another headache.
It's just a magnet line. Listen, I like getting the magnet, but Jesus. And by the way, speaking of the magnets, most people, as you can sell, you can always spot a pass holder from a mile away because they usually got 2 or 3 of the magnets on the back of their cars. We used to have a few on the back of the cars, and then one of these trips, they just kept getting stolen every stop that we went to. So we just stopped putting them on the cars. We just stick them on the fridge. I'm like, why are people stealing these magnets? They're not that valuable. I don't understand. Right. I mean, and it happened at the hotel. It happened when we went to like a CVS. I'm like, we were coming out. We started with like 4. We ended up with 1 after the trip. I'm like, what? What is going on? Is somebody following us around? It was weird. Awesome. I'm like, why is everybody else able to have these magnets without getting taken? Why are ours getting taken? So now we just get them and throw them on the fridge.
Cool.
You can't tailgate the fridge. So
no.
But that's gonna about do it. Maybe we'll come back next week and we'll talk about like the 100-year celebration update, the food and wine update, where it's been, where it's going, so on and so forth. How it's been going, how it's been doing. Hopefully Larry's feeling better. Hopefully Sammy feels better too. We normally play an outro here, but what had happened was we got a copyright strike randomly all of a sudden on our outro song. So we don't have an outro. So we're going to have to say goodbye with an ad. I'm going to put one of the ads up. But first, Joey, take us out.
All right, guys, listen. By the way, real quick, I just want everyone to know we talked about this in the beginning. We're still Disney Nerdy Network. We still have the same show. We just changed links. So we technically changed channels. We really didn't let people know, and we're kind of starting to do that. So we're getting everybody over here. So all of our subscribers on the other one, we're trying to get you over here. I promise we'll get it sorted out. It's a little bit discombobulated right now, but that's it. But if you like what we're doing, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time our new content goes live. And more importantly, make sure you tell somebody you love them. Have a good night, everyone.
Here we go with an ad here.
There you go.
Happiness is addictive. Passionate about spreading laughter and creating smiles worldwide. Happiness is addictive brings our global community together through humor, optimism, cheer, hopefulness, and merriment. Happiness is addictive. Happiness is addictive.
He has no idea. I stole maybe like 3 of his magnets off his car. What an idiot. He keeps bringing me free magnets. I don't ever have to wait online for a magnet. Oh, crap.